Hi, and welcome back to another video here with me, Ellen. And thank you so much for joining. And thank yourself already for coming to the mat and choosing to take time for your practice today. And our flow today is centered and themed around balance. And often we can feel a little bit out of balance, a little bit out of whack, whether that's feeling super tired and drained, or whether that's feeling really heightened, quite energetic, or maybe even slightly kind of anxious in that sense. And often I find that my practice can be a space and my mat can be a space where I try and come back to balance in some sense. And of course, this practice may not bring you back to complete, perfect kind of harmony. And we're all coming to the mat in a different state, in a different physical state, in a different emotional state. But hopefully, in some way, you can find this moment of balance, a moment of harmony in your day, in the busyness and hecticness of our lives. Balance is definitely something that so many of us are looking for and striving for, and it can be a difficult thing to cultivate, but we'll just we'll just try and put our minds to it today through this practice. So yes, come to your mat if you aren't there already. And we're just going to begin seated. Just beginning in a short seated meditation, I suppose, just a moment to settle into the practice. So coming to a comfortable seat, and you can place your palms face down onto your thighs or onto your knees. You can close down your eyes, or maybe it feels more comfortable to just take this soft, unfocused gaze down in front of you, just down the tip of your nose. So we're beginning to move away from that sense of sight, turning our gaze inwards, whether the eyes are closed or not. Turning our gaze inwards in that we are focusing on ourselves. And just take your time. Take your time to find this space, to find this moment in stillness. And it can often feel really sticky and really awkward to come to stillness and to settle at the beginning of a practice, as we kind of shift gears from whatever we've been doing before we stepped onto the mat. And with our theme of balance in mind, gently just swaying the body over towards the left, and then gently over towards the right, and then gently just swaying forwards. You can keep the eyes closed, and gently swaying back. We'll do that once more. Let's go over to the right this time, moving the body, and then gently swaying over to the left, just moving around on the sit bones. Let's go back, sending the weight back, and then gently sending the weight forward, and then come back to center. In the center of all of that movement, here you are. Maybe it feels just a touch, a tad easier to sit in center, in stillness. And let's take an inhale through the nose together here. And an exhale, a sigh out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, a sigh out through the mouth. Just come to your breath. Using that sigh to land you more deeply into the practice. Just coming to your breath. And inhale and exhale. Using your breath to focus into this central point, this moment. And then we're going to take our palms out in front of us and just rub the palms together. And I've been doing this in a few classes recently. I've been doing it in a Qigong class and also in one of my friends and yoga teacher Jen Evans's class. And so I thought I'd bring it into our practice today, this rubbing of the palms together. So you feel this heat and you feel this friction between the palms of your hands. And then just separating the palms a couple inches apart, almost like you're holding this ball of energy between your palms. And keep your hands there, this slight pulsing of this ball, feeling this energy, this life force, this prana between your palms. It's delicate. Just tuning into this subtle energy force between your palms. This is you. And then gently bringing the palms together, the fingertips together. So your hands meet at this prayer and just feeling that touch of your palms, this touch of your fingers, gently, softly. And bring that prayer to your heart space, Anjali Mudra. And this prayer is also this sign of balance, this emblem of balance, the right side, the left side, pressing together at center. The right side, the yang, the masculine, the doing, the left side, the yin, the soft, the feminine. Feeling both of these energies within. And here you are in center, palms to touch. Let's take an inhale through the nose together here. Exhale a sigh out through the mouth. Beautiful. And just flickering open the eyes now. On your next inhale, reaching your arms up over your head, grabbing hold of the right wrist with your left hand, just pouring the body over to the left. A big side body stretch. Maybe you take your gaze up towards that right side, breathing up and down the right side of the body. Inhale back to center, taking hold of the left wrist with the right hand, pouring your weight, your body over to the right, breathing up and down the left side. Beautiful. Inhale, coming back to center, and exhale, just releasing the backs of your hands to your thighs, feeling that energy down your arms, rolling the shoulders back. And then rolling over your knees, coming to our tabletop. And let's play with shifting that balance again. So on our inhale, we draw the weight over the wrist towards the pads of the fingers. On an exhale, let's draw the weight all the way back and sink back to a child's pose. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale, rolling forward, up, over the wrist, pads of the fingers engage. Exhale, push back. One more time, inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Coming back to center, take a moment in your tabletop, find center, perhaps feeling this energy shifting to your wrist, to your palms, and let's lean the weight over towards the right, and then over towards the left, twice more, over to the right, over to the left, one more time, to the right, to the left. Your wrists are really working here, I can feel it myself, and then just coming back to center, resisting that urge to fidget, to move. Beautiful. And then taking that left leg, kicking it back towards the back of your space, flexing through that left foot, reaching the right arm forward. We find center here, this balance. And let's just hold it in stillness for a moment. Breathe, drawing the pit of the belly in and up. We'll take an inhale. Exhale, right knee comes towards that, right elbow comes towards the left knee, my bad. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, we crunch in. Inhale, draw out. Exhale, crunch in, final time. Inhale, draw out. You can stay here or maybe taking that right hand round to catch hold of the left foot in the sky. This gentle opening up through the heart, finding space. It's early in the practice. Take your time. Inhale. Exhale, release. Find stillness again. You'll feel sensation down the arms, down the legs. Let's take an inhale through the nose. Exhale a sigh out through the mouth. Beautiful, other side. Kicking that right foot back and reaching that left arm forward. Let's hold it in stillness. Find your center, find your core. Inhale here. Exhale, crunch in. Twice more. Inhale, we extend. Exhale, crunch in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch in. Nice. Inhale, extend, holding it here, or maybe going for that bind, taking the hand to the foot, pushing the foot into the hand. This opening up through the heart. I'm shaking, I'm wobbling. Inhale, and exhale, draw it back to center. Take a moment in stillness. Resist that urge to move. Allow the energy, allow heat to pass through you, within you. And inhale, we'll drop belly open through heart into our cow. Exhale, round through the spine, chin tucks to chest into your cat. Curl under the toes, coming to our downward facing dog, pushing the hips up and back. Maybe a sigh out through the mouth when you arrive. Take your time, unravel here. Bending one knee, then the other, a sway of the hips, shaking of the head. Yes, no. Gently just swaying side to side. Allow the crown of the head to drop to the mat. Beautiful. Then coming back to stillness. On your inhale, roll forward to your high plank. Drop the heels over to the left, bending the knees. Push your bottom back towards your heels. Inhale, draw forward to your high plank. Exhale, drop the heels to the right. Push your bottom back. Nice. Inhale, come back forward. Exhale, drop the heels. Set the bum back. Reach that right arm back and up and over. Nice. High plank. And then take it to the other side. Reach the left arm up and over. One more time, pushing the heels over to the left, bottom back, reach the right arm. Like you're swimming, plank, heels to the right, push the bottom back, left arm comes up and over. High plank, find center, inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's take a release. Inhale through the nose and exhale a sigh out through the mouth. Nice. Coming up onto your tippy toes now, tiptoe your way all the way to your hands at the top of the mat. Can you keep your palms planted? Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Take your feet nice and wide, hip width apart or as wide as your mat. And just allow the hands to hang down towards the earth. Maybe the backs of the palms come to the mat. Maybe the palms rather come to the mat. Maybe your hands are floating in the air, and that is beautiful. Allow the crown of the head to dangle. Breathe into the backs of the legs, this unraveling of the physical body. Breathe into tightness, into stickiness. There might be a gentle sway side to side. In fact, I'd encourage a sway side to side here. Just falling deeper into this fold. And then slowing down that sway, coming back to center. Feet hip width apart, slowly we're unwinding up to standing. Taking your time, rolling up through the length of the physical body. Rolling the shoulders back. Reaching your arms up over your head to prayer. Find that delicate touch of palms, of fingertips, as we did at the start of our practice. Draw that prayer down to your center, your heart center. Maybe feet touch at the top of the mat. Maybe feet hip width apart. We'll take an inhale. Exhale, a gentle sigh. Find stillness. Center. Notice where the mind has gone and draw it back. Gently, lovingly, back to this space, back to this practice. Hands at center, right side, left side connected. On your inhale, reaching that prayer up over your head, we'll take that side body stretch. Left hand towards that right wrist, and you can take the right leg behind you on a diagonal, pouring the body over towards the left. Banana stretch. Breathe. Inhale back to center. Right hand towards your left wrist, taking the left foot behind you perhaps, leaning the body over towards the right. Inhale back to center. Palms to touch. Take your gaze to your thumbs. Exhale, we fold all the way down to the mat. Inhale, a halfway lift here, find length. Exhale, plant the palms, stepping back to your high plank. We'll hold in our high plank for a few breaths together. Inhale through center. Exhale, dropping the knees down, drawing the chin and the chest down to the mat, or hug elbows in. Inhale into your cobra, as high or as low as feels good. And exhale, downward facing dog, push the hips up and back. Beautiful, everyone. Take a moment in stillness here. Again, this shifting of energy, this pulsing of sensation through the body. Finding this moment in harmony, in balance. In our down dog, weight distributed evenly. And taking your gaze towards your hands, stepping or jumping to the top of your mat. And inhale, a halfway lift, moving slightly faster, and exhale, we fold. Inhale, root to rise, reaching your prayer up over your head, grow tall, palms to touch. Exhale, let's dive back down towards the mat. Inhale, a halfway lift, follow your breath, movement, breath. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to your high plank, holding it here for a couple of breaths. Inhale, center. Exhale, you're welcome to go high to low or drop the knees with me. Chin and chest down to the mat, hug elbows in. Inhale into your cobra. Open through the heart, maybe a little smile. And exhale, downward facing dog. Push the hips up and back. Beautiful. Let's take an inhale through the nose. Exhale, a sigh out through the mouth. Looking towards your hands, bending through the knees, coming onto your toes, stepping, jumping to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, we refold. Inhale, root to rise, reaching your prayer up over your head, grow tall, find space. Exhale, bringing that prayer down to heart center, and we'll hold it here just for a couple of breaths. Heat, energy, breath, it's all there. Find the center within. And grounding down through both feet equally, finding this balance, this weight distribution between the feet. And then transferring the weight to that right foot, hugging that left knee into the chest. Inhale, extend that left leg out. And exhale, swinging it back and through. Hands stay at prayer to your warrior three. We're going to do that twice more. Inhale, sending that left leg forward. And exhale, back. One more time, you've got it. Wobbles are welcome. Inhale, drawing that left leg forward. And exhale, sending it back. Warrior three, we're going to hold it here. Keep that left foot nice and flexed. And although we're finding balance, the wobbles will be there. The wobbles are included in our finding of balance. One more inhale. Exhale, step that left foot back. You're on the toes of the left foot. You're in a high lunge. Hands can stay at prayer at heart center. And you're welcome to just keep them here or send that prayer up over your head. Grow tall through the arms. Find length, find space. Inhale here. And an exhale, bring that prayer back to your heart center. Inhale, we find length. You're welcome to drop that back left knee for this or keep the left knee off the mat. Crescent lunge twist, left elbow to the outside of that right knee, keeping the hands at prayer. We look back over the right shoulder. Dropping that back knee is beautiful. Go where feels good. Balance, breath. One more inhale here. And exhale, framing that front foot. Everyone dropping that back knee if you haven't already. Untuck the back toes, low lunge. Reach the prayer up over your head. Grow tall. Maybe a sigh through the mouth. A gentle back bend here. Inhale. Exhale, framing that foot, curling under the back toes, half splits, drawing the hips back towards the heel. Your bottom doesn't have to sit on that heel. We're breathing into the back of the right leg. Let's ripple together. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, refold. Inhale. Exhale, breathe into the back of the right leg. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Drawing the weight forward, framing that front foot. Step back to your high plank. Find center. We hold. Draw the pits of the belly in and up. And flowing through your vinyasa, high to low, or following me, knees down, chin and chest draws down. Inhale into our cobra. This is your practice for balance. You don't need to push it. Push the hips up and back though now. Some pushing, downward facing dog. Let's take an inhale through the nose together. And an exhale, a sigh out through the mouth. Let it go. And notice that right side now. In comparison to the left side, you might feel a sense of imbalance. That right side might feel fiery, alive, turned on. The left side a little bit more dull. Bring your feet to touch at the back of the mat, onto your tiptoes, bend through your knees. Look to your hands, stepping, jumping to the top of the mat. Inhale, a halfway lift, find length. And an exhale, we refold. Inhale, root to rise. Reaching your prayer up over your head, grow tall. Exhale, bringing that prayer down to heart center. Hold the prayer at your heart. Inhale. And an exhale here. And inhale. And exhale. Weight distributed evenly through the feet, and then drawing it over to the left side, keeping your hands at prayer at heart center, sending that right leg forward, standing leg raise, pendulum swing it back to our warrior three. You've got it. Inhale, drawing it forward through the wobbles, through the imbalance, and exhale, taking it back, warrior three. Final time, inhale, take that right leg forward, keep that right foot nice and flexed, and exhale, send it back, warrior three. Kicking like you're kicking into a wall behind you with that leg. The back leg is engaged, you're strong, palms are pressing together. Breathe. One more inhale here. And on an exhale, gently, slowly, gracefully taking the right toes down towards the mat, high lunge. Chest is open, heart is open, keeping the hands at prayer. Or maybe you want to take that prayer up over your head, palms to touch, open through the heart. Maybe a subtle smile on your lips here. It makes it easier, makes it more enjoyable. And then taking that prayer back down to your heart center. And you're welcome to drop your knee, your back right knee for this twist. Inhale, we draw forward. And exhale, we twist. Right elbow comes to the outside of the left knee. Press the palms together. Ooh, my hip just clicked. Send your gaze over that left shoulder. And if dropping the knee is your balance today, go for it. Honor it. It's beautiful. One more inhale, find that twist. One more exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, framing that front foot, dropping that right knee down if it isn't down already, palms to touch, low lunge, untucking the back toes, open through the heart, sending those upper arm bones slightly back behind the ears, this big opening of the heart space. Inhale. Exhale, framing that front left foot, recurling those back toes under, send the hips back towards the heel. Your bottom doesn't need to come towards that heel. We're breathing into the back of the left leg, and inhale, halfway lift. And an exhale, we fold. Twice more, like a wave, we ripple. Inhale. Exhale, refold. Inhale, a ripple up. And an exhale, refold. Inhale, rippling up, drawing forwards, framing that front left foot, step back to your high plank. Hold it in center for a moment, pull the pit of the belly in and up. Rounding through the upper part of the back, we'll take an inhale. Exhale, coming through your vinyasa, high to low, dropping the knees down, chin and chest come down towards the mat. Inhale, through your heart opener, open through heart. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take an inhale through the nose together here. Exhale a sigh out through the mouth. And we're going to take those little twists. So rolling forward to your high plank, heels to the left, send that right arm back, your bottom back like we're swimming. Inhale forward. Exhale to the other side, heels to the right. Inhale forward. One more time each side, sending bottom back. Inhale forward. Exhale, go back. Inhale, draw forward, high plank, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale here. Exhale, send the bottom down onto your heels. Coming to sit for a moment, backs of your hands to your thighs, palms facing up to the sky. Let's inhale together. Exhale a sigh through the mouth. And taking as many sighs as feel good. And once more resisting that urge to shift, to fidget. Can you sit in the center of it all, of all of the movement, of all of the energy, of all of the pulsing and sensation? Sit within it all. Finding this little seat of centering, of balance. We've worked right side, we've worked left side. This union of the two sides of the body. And maybe we've shifted some other stuff through our movement, through our breath. Maybe we've shifted some stagnation. Maybe we've shifted some high, anxious energy. And maybe we've found this subtle, subtle place of balance to reside in for a moment. And just opening up your eyes and rolling onto one side and drawing yourself down to your back, to lie on your back. We'll take a supine twist whilst we're here. So taking the left leg long, hugging that right knee into the chest, giving a lovely hug, a squeeze in, and exhale, left hand on that right knee, drawing it over towards that left side. You can cactus the right arm and look over that shoulder, breathing into this twist. Sending every breath to the right side of the body. One more inhale together. One more exhale. Inhale, drawing that right knee back to center. Right hand to the outside of that right foot, left hand to your left hip, half happy baby. Drawing the sole of the right foot up to the sky. Ooh, my hips are tight. Breathing into the right hip, right groin. Softening through the face. One more inhale. And exhale, just release that right leg down to the mat. Come to this Shavasana style pose, this rebound in the middle, and notice this sense of imbalance. Right side, left side. Maybe that right leg feels just a tiny bit longer than the left. Softening through the face. Notice if a frown has creeped up between the eyebrows. And then hug the left knee into the chest. Giving it a nice hug, a squeeze. Right hand to left knee, drawing the left knee over to the right. Looking over that left shoulder, twist, breathing into the left side of your body. This wringing out of the spine, like you're wringing out this wet dishcloth. And sending your healing, nourishing breath to these parts of your body where you can feel sensation. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, drawing that left knee back to center. Half happy baby, left hand to the outside of the left foot, right hand to the top of the right hip. Breathe into that left groin, left hip. Soften through the jaw, through the tongue. One more inhale. And exhale, releasing that left leg down to the mat, finding that rebound, that shavasana, arms long by your side, palms facing up to the sky. Maybe this sense of balance, of equilibrium through the right and left side. This sense of harmony. And hugging those knees back into your chest and giving yourself a big hug, a big squeeze, rocking side to side, this lovely, juicy massaging out of the back body, really pressing your lower back, your sacrum into the mat. Just holding it here for a moment, this beautiful rocking of your body. And taking your hands underneath your thighs now. A couple of rocks and rolls. We're going to meet in our Navasana. So arriving when you're ready, this final moment of balance on our sit bones, palms up to the sky. You can have your feet pointed, you could have your feet flexed, maybe a little smile on your face, core is engaged, pull the pit of the belly in towards your spine. One more inhale here. And on an exhale, coming back to your seat, just as we began, and bring your hands to your thighs, to your knees. You can close down the eyes. Let's take an inhale through the nose. And an exhale, a sigh out through the mouth. Let's take a couple rounds of seated cat-cow to finish. Inhale, opening through the heart, drawing the hands back towards your body. And an exhale, we find a round through the spine, the hands cup round your knees. One more time, inhale, open through the heart. And exhale, a rounding of the spine, hands cup round your knee. And then draw yourself back to center in your seat. Eyes can be closed, gaze can be soft. Balance. Center, we're here. And just notice how it feels to sit here in stillness, in quiet, in comparison to how it did at the start of our practice. Maybe you feel you can settle a little bit more deeply into this space, this moment. Maybe you feel this greater sense of alignment, of centering, physically, mentally, and emotionally to when you stepped on the mat. And we're going to finish with the rubbing of our palms together, just as we did to open our practice. So bringing your hands in front of you, finding that heat, that friction through the palms, the right side, the left side. And when you can feel that beautiful heat, that energy, taking the palms a couple inches away from each other and holding that energy ball, your prana or your chi pulsing between your palms, between your fingertips. This is you, this delicate energy of you. And just holding it with this softness, this care, this love, treating yourself, your energy, your body, your mind with care and love and gentleness. Bringing yourself back to balance, back to center. And slowly bringing the palms to touch, the pads of the fingers to touch, and feel that gentle, delicate touch of your hands, your right side masculine, your left side feminine. Bring that prayer, Anjali Mudra, to heart center. This moment of balance, this moment of harmony, this moment of presence, this gift to yourself. And bring that third eye, bring your thumb knuckles to your third eye. And bowing your prayer, your head to your heart, to yourself, to this practice. Thank yourself for getting on the mat. and thank you so much for practicing with me. For this beautiful practice, we say namaste.